What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today, it is officially June.
Yes.
We are halfway through the year, so you know that it's time for us to count down the top 5 Black Series figures of the year so far.
Yeah, and honestly, there have not been a lot of releases the first half of 2023.
True. Well, with a giant asterisk.
True, because we do consider Wave 34, which is the Darth Maul Ayla Secura wave. We do consider that 2022. We got that wave in like September of 2022, not overseas.
Right.
So we put that in our top 10 of 2022. It's 2022, according to us. So from our perspective, one mainline wave, Wave 35, the 40th Return of the Jedi waves, there's 2 currently out, the one wave of Lucasfilm Publishing, and there's like a few gaming greats. I don't even think we've had a regular deluxe figure this year so far.
Yeah, at least not yet.
Yeah.
But Justin, there still has been some really great figures released so far this year, and Mainline is keeping up that tradition by giving us tons and tons of new sculpted figures. So I still think that this is a solid list of figures. However, I won't be surprised if none of these are on our final top 5 list of the year.
Yeah, or top 10.
Right.
Even, like, I would not be surprised if none of these are on the list.
Right.
So do you want me to kick her off?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start it out with our 5th pick.
Yeah, our number 5 is from the Lucasfilm Publishing wave. It's Scar Squadron Mike.
Hey.
M-I-C.
Yes. I say Mike.
Yeah.
I think because he's like the communications. He's got
digital data guy.
Yeah.
It's Mike. 2020 Stormtrooper body. You guys already know how we feel about that body sculpt. On mine, the jetpack backpack thing stays really well. I know some people have issues with that. Love the light blue, almost like a turquoise visor, and just the different little markings, and there's a tiny little sculpted details on his torso.
Right. But it was cool that the jetpack also does open as well to get a little bit more, of a different look if you so choose.
Yeah. Give us every single Task Force 99 Scar Squadron figure. I bet Misty will be next. The sniper.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And Justin, speaking of repaints with slightly new tooling, this might get a couple eyebrow raises, but I think everyone universally is on board with this figure. Our number 4 pick is Scorch.
They just knocked it out of the park with having already accepted that, yes, it's going to be on that Hunter body. We've talked about it 1,000 times. We don't have to get into it. You're either in or you're out on Republic Commando, Delta Squad. I've accepted it, and I think if they're going to use that body, this is like the best version of what they could have done with still using that body. Because they went more effort on this guy. Like, he almost looks significantly better than the other 3.
Right. There's tons of paint on Scorch. We've got new sculpted bits. The leg pouch, I feel like, really makes a huge difference. The unique DC 17 with the grenade launcher attachment is different.
And it's not just a hunk of gray plastic either.
Yeah, it actually does have some separate paint apps on it. And yeah, they just went really hard for Scorch.
Yeah,
so
the backpack pole things.
It definitely seems like it was a save the best for last kind of situation.
Oh, yes.
Which does make sense considering Scorch has kind of become like the popular Delta Squad member.
Yeah, because he's in Bad Batch, but none of the other members.
Right.
And that is confirmed to be Scorch as well. So I don't know, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah. And then, of course, with Scorch being the final figure, we also got the satisfaction of having the whole team together on the shelf.
Yeah.
And that just made it all worth it. Everything I ever complained about those figures for, I was like, oh yeah, I don't care, because now I have Delta Squad.
Coming in at number 3 is Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian. Light Cruiser Luke.
Yeah, Imperial Light Cruiser is the technical name.
I actually do not have this figure, but I have experienced it because you own it, so I'm sure you'll have more to say. Personally, I'm waiting for the 40th Return of the Jedi Knight Luke. That's the black outfit Luke that I'm waiting for, but How good is the new Luke sculpt?
Oh, I mean, the new Luke body is something that we've needed for a long time, especially a Return of the Jedi Luke, because they have been using the same exact body ever since 2014, the Blue Line, when the original Luke was released. So it was nice to finally have the black costume Luke on a brand new body with butterfly joints, with nice single cut, deep elbows, with 2 vertical hinge hands as well. Ooh. So you get great posing with the lightsaber. The soft goods overlay is nice as well. Nice. Very nicely detailed. The soft goods could definitely be better on this figure. Like, I feel they're a little finicky, a little too much cloth maybe around the hood. But once you kind of get it posed around a little bit, it's not too bad at all.
Right.
The new thick green lightsaber blade also has a nice shorter peg, so it's much easier to pull in and out.
Nice.
And still is secure.
I do like that.
And it kind of sounds like I'm just being a little negative Nancy here and nitpicking, but I do feel like the face could be better. But for Black Series, it's pretty solid.
And I do think it will be better with the 40th Return of the Jedi Luke.
Yeah. Number 2 is a figure from the same exact wave and is also a brand new sculpt and is also a banging figure, and that is Jedi Survivor Cal Kestis.
Yeah, this is an entirely new sculpt, which that's always great to see, as mainline usually is for the most part. And the likeness.
Yeah.
So much better than what came before with the red and black box Cal, where it's like we don't even know if that was based off of Cameron Monaghan.
Right. At this point, like when you have them all side by side, it really doesn't look like it was based off of Cameron Monaghan at all, just because now that we do have a photoreal head that does look like Cameron Monaghan, the other 2 Cal Kestis figures, I'm like, I think we need some updated head sculpts on these bad boys.
Yeah, we have the modern Black Series sculpting, which is more of a deep cut single hinge as opposed to pin double joints, which I always prefer. Got the butters on there and everything. BD1, he has a little bit less paint.
True.
There's no slot for BD, and I think that's probably holding him back from the number 1 spot. Because I'm like, you gotta have a spot for BD,
right? And they did it on the orange Cal figure, so it's like, why take that away?
Right.
You started a precedent, and then you just immediately rolled it back. So, yeah, the number 2 slot. Also, some people, might not like that it's clean shaven Cal with kind of like the normal hair, considering how much customization there is in the game.
True.
But I think it gets a pass. It's a figure. Hasbro,
it's like the canon look.
They can only pick one.
It's just like how you can have whatever lightsaber color you want in the first game, but this is like the canon look.
Yeah.
Cover title or cover art of the game. So I don't really get offended by that.
Yeah, definitely.
But then again, I haven't played it.
I hope they do handlebar mustache, mullet, Brother Cal.
Coming in at number 1 is an OT alien, and we're going to get flat, because really, it's not worth full price $25, and I'm just like, yeah, sure it is. It's Wicket.
Oh, yes.
From Return of the Jedi, this is the 40th anniversary Kenner card, which we just rip the bowl off, and get the figure. I know it's a small creature, but it is an entirely new sculpt. There is no Ewok reuse there as far as the figure itself. And it's a Black Series figure with paint on it.
Right.
Which, like, contrary to what you might think, paint is kind of rare in the Black Series, aside from, like, the photoreal inkjet deco. Actual paint applications as opposed to colored plastic, it's definitely gone down. Like, really down in the Black Series. So now when we do get paint, I'm like, oh, I know it's smaller, but they, that must have freed up some budget to put some actual paint on it. 'Cause there's like a wash, there's details, you got the glossy black and everything on the eyes.
Right, you've got a really nice wash on the hood.
Yeah, on the hood.
Which the hood is also removable if you want a terrifying murder bear in your collection.
True.
But we also get white dry brushing on the face and on the chest as well. And it just looks like Wicket jumped off the screen and is now in your collection. I think even for not having knee articulation, Wicket is super posable. Because at first I was like, really no knee articulation.
Yeah.
Like, they definitely could have included knee articulation if they wanted to, but I really don't think the figure suffers all that much without it. I was still able to pull off plenty of dynamic posing that you can see in my review.
And also, since he's a smaller character, they kind of squeeze in a little bit more accessories.
Yeah.
There's like a few different clubs, and then there's also the bow and arrow.
And those are actually all new as well, and some of them are painted.
Yeah, and it actually comes with the arrow, unlike the Knight Brother Archer.
Yeah.
That they're just like, no arrow.
Yep.
So at least we get the arrow. And like you said, it looks exactly like Wicket. And I think the idea of just plucking them right out of the screen, that's kind of what we're looking for as action figures. It represents the character perfectly.
Yeah.
So I have no problem having him as number one. Like you said, none of these figures are probably going to survive the top 10 of 2023, because this second half of 2023, we do have some heat.
Yeah.
But not bad.
Yeah, no.
Not bad at all.
I think this is a great group of figures. I think if any are going to be sticking on the list, it's most likely going to be Wicket.
Mm-hmm. I could see that.
And yeah, I do agree with you. $25 all day, every day. I would pay that for Wicket again.
Yeah, and it's not like a repaint of the Ewok body. It's like a brand new sculpt.
Right, and unless they decide to do other smaller Ewoks, which I highly doubt, this will probably be, a one and done for this particular sculpt. Unless they do like an Ewoks version of Wicket or something like that. If they bring that over, since they're kind of starting to do that with TVC, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see an Ewok branded 6-inch Wicket, but still, I think Wicket is easily the best Black Series figure of the year so far. It's one of my favorite figures in general of the year so far, just because of how much fun I had with it. Once I got it open, once I was finally able to absorb everything about the figure, because it's just so nicely detailed, great articulation, tons of accessories, well worth $25 in my opinion.
You heard it here. We just love everything, don't we, Nate?
That's right.
We love it all.
And that's all we've got for you on this week's episode of Figure It Out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Let us know what your top 5 favorite Black Series figures of the year are so far in the comments down below.
And be sure to check out the ICCCon vlog, because that went up earlier this week. And if you haven't checked that out, please do. Because we worked very hard on it, and we got a lot of footage. So it was a very difficult, unorthodox edit compared to like these sorts of edits. So check out the vlog. Yeah, super fun time. So check it out, or else.
And if you'd like to support us in a more direct manner, we do also offer a channel membership, as well as a small collection of merch. There are links for everything down in the description of this video. And Justin, join the Discord.
Please join the Discord.
Do you want to miss out on 5s again? Is that what you want?
Do you really want to do it? Definitely join the Discord. Hit the link. Join the community.
Big shout out and special thank you to our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated. And thank you to everyone else out there for watching. I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we'll see you all next time on Out of the Basement.